Resident Evil.
Alright guys, my name is Resi and welcome to Resident Evil Code Veronica X, the commentary video.
The American Midwestern town, Raccoon City, has been completely decimated due to the T-virus outbreak that was instigated by the international corporation Umbrella. Claire Redfield, who arrived in Raccoon City to search for her lost brother Chris, and a rookie police officer, Leon S. Kennedy, managed to escape from the city. But their ordeal was only a prelude of things to come. Three months later.
Your identification number is WKD4496. Welcome to your new home.
Her name is Claire Redfield. We caught her trespassing in our Paris lab facility 10 days ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield, one of the surviving members of RPD's famous STARS teams.
Don't move. Perfect.
Go on. Get out of here. This place is finished. I don't know, it might have been a special forces team. But in any case, this prison's been taken over. Troops have been wiped out.
What are you saying?
You're free to leave the complex. But you may as well know you have no chance of getting off this island.
And what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me.
Alright guys, now that the cutscenes have finished, we can start playing the game. Right, usually I don't like to cheat in games, but because this game can bullshit at times, I'm going to show you how to get infinite health. But first I'm going to pick up these handgun bullets and then go through this door. And at this part of the game, usually at the start of the game, there's always plenty of cutscenes that give you a little bit of history of the game, which is great. It gives you an idea of what's going on. And also we'll meet a new character called Steve, and he's basically a big baby in the game, but more of like a comic relief to me. Same with Alfred, Sir Alfred. Like they are pretty funny. But there will be quite a lot of zombies here, and a really decent cutscene where we meet the pilot who crashed, and there's a key item there that we need to get anyway, and it is the TG01, which is a metallic item, but not, if you know what I mean. So you can actually dodge these zombies, but I always seem to get grabbed, munched on like a pepperoni pizza. It's kind of weird. But we want to get to the next cutscene where we get the handgun, and this is the order we need to get the glitch to work. So let's just get straight into it.
Wait, don't shoot!
Who are you?
Huh? You're not a zombie. Well, great. Wait right there. I'm coming over. Sorry about that little misunderstanding, but I thought you were another one of those monsters.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Relax, beautiful. I said I was sorry. My name's Steve. I was a prisoner on this island. And I'm guessing you're not from Umbrella either.
No, I'm Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire? Nice. I'll remember that. Hey, I heard there's an airport around here. And once I find it, I can finally escape from this crazy island. I'll see ya.
Hey, wait up!
I don't want you following me, lady. You'll only slow me down.
Now we've got the handgun, all we need is a healing item. Personally, a herb for me, and we're just gonna run straight through this door, and if you turn to the right you will see this hut, but at the end of this hut walkway there will be a herb, but we're specifically going to combine that herb with another herb in order to get a more powerful healing item, and pretty much this will give us infinity health. So let's run through this door, and there will be some zombies in here. There's similarly about 3 of them, so we're going to shoot them in the balls, and it can be funny at times as well, because if we go up these stairs we can actually get one of these zombies to sort of like glitch against the wall, meaning that he won't be able to grab us at all, and it's pretty funny. It always seems to happen at this part, it never usually happens during the course of the game. I've only ever been able to do it here. So let's run around here and grab this herb on this table. So as you can see, I've got both healing items, and this is the order we need. We need the manual, the player manual on the left, and then next to it handgun bullets, and then underneath that the handgun, and then a healing item next to it. So let's combine it. Right, so usually you would read the player manual at the start of the game. Never do this. As you can see at the top left you'll see file, map and item. Go into file, read your player manual there, and then just back out after you finish reading it. So as you can see at the top where the lighter is, we've got the herb equipped, our combined herbs. All we have to do now is exit and then fire our gun once, and then go back in and equip our pistol. And this should work on any platform from PS3 all the way to PS4. So I did this the first time on PS2 and it worked. So I actually never knew about this glitch until I watched one of my favourite YouTubers, Mr. G-Star321, and I think he mentioned it in one of his videos, which was pretty funny. But yeah, let's head down the stairs. So you want to turn to the left and then down here to collect the prison map, and also there'll be some handgun bullets on this bookshelf and the toilet. There's usually never in here, but it's worth looking around because items can spawn in different places on different difficulties. So if playing on hard or normal, sometimes there'll be an item there. Now all we have to do is go through this door where we will find our first note, the prison note. So I'm gonna let you choose whether you pause it to read it or not, but usually I just skip through it and stuff like that. And once you've read it, you know, you'll find out what happened to these, you know, people that were in this prison. And most of them weren't prison guards. They were mainly part of the Umbrella and Sir Alfred sort of like facility. So it's basically a military facility here, but they had a prison guard place. And I really do like this note because it's showing you what happened. Like, some people were killed for no reason or tested on, and most of the zombies are part of like the people that lived on this island, this prison island, which was pretty funny. Which I meant funny wise is because like they lived on the island and then Umbrella took over, and the same with Sir Alfred, who doesn't know about Umbrella but is part of Umbrella. It's kind of weird story, but it mixes well together with this game. But yeah. Anyway, now that you've read the note, we're going to collect the submachine guns after we've collected these handgun bullets here. So you got to kill at least about 3 zombies here, and I really love that cutscene with the zombie coming out and dropping the submachine guns. But yeah, all we have to do is kill these. There'll be 3, like I said, and we can collect the submachine guns, which is one of the powerfulest weapons in the game. It's kind of weird, and they're more powerful than the AK-47 you can get, but that's a lot later on. So after we've killed this dude and we run around to where the area he was, on the toilet there'll be some handgun bullets for you. So there you go, there's some handgun bullets, and all we have to do is run to the guard's hut now at this point. And I really remember this part being one of my most hated parts, because when I was a kid it used to always shit me up, and I don't know why, but it just did. And I remember the first time I played it, I actually had to turn the console off and then come back to it later, and I briefly explained this in my review video on my other channel. But yeah, back in the day this was one of the scariest games I have ever played, besides a few others like Cold Fear and Dino Crisis, which Dino Crisis is basically another Capcom game. Instead of zombies, it's Resident Evil with dinosaurs, which is awesome. But I still love them sort of games to this day. And there is one thing about Cold Fear, I don't think it's made by Capcom. I think it's got some developers that made it, but it's how similar it is to Resident Evil Revelations, which Cold Fear came out decades way before Revelations. But yeah, it's so similar with the boat at the beginning and stuff like that. It's same sort of like gameplay, but Cold Fear is based off a boat. But anyway, we're gonna kill this zombie here, and we're gonna go through the door where we get another cutscene with Steve, and talks about Claire's brother Chris, and also briefly mentions Leon, which is awesome. Leon's my favourite character, same as Claire. But before we do that, we have to put metallic items into the item box here, and we'll get a new cutscene after this. But anything that's metallic, like your handgun or your lighters, you know, you have to put in. But because the health herb is not a metallic item, it's great. to have that with you all the time, so if you do get attacked outside you don't have to prat about. But we're gonna go through this door after we've gone to after we go through this door we'll get the cutscene, so I'll be quiet through all the cutscenes anyway guys for you. So yeah.
Chris Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Chris Redfield. Is he a relative of yours or something?
You mean my brother?
Ah. Your siblings. Well, it seems your brother is under surveillance by Umbrella.
What? I've got to contact Leon and tell him to let my brother know he's being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside connection from here.
Well, that file shows the latitude and longitude of this place. Why don't you send your brother the coordinates and ask him to come help?
Thanks, I'll do that.
Hey, I was just kidding. There's no way he could get here, even if he is your brother.
Yes, he can, I'm sure of it.
No way. He won't come. You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others. Believe me, I know.
What was that all about?
Now that's done, let's get the hawk emblem, which is pretty much a key item in this game. It's in this drawer. You can save here, by the way. Just like the old games, it uses ink ribbons, and I've always liked this idea for Resident Evil games. It makes you use them very wisely instead of constantly quick saving. In this game it forces you to use ink ribbons, so if you fuck up at any point in the game you're heading back straight to the beginning if you do not save at a crucial moment. It's just basically Capcom saying, hey, this ain't a checkpoint game, this is a bullshit ribbon dancing contest, so you have to save here, bitch, or face my ass crack in your face. Sorry, I just went off topic. I sometimes do when I'm playing these games or writing scripts. I usually come off topic. And by the way, you can use the 3D printer straight away at this point, so you don't have to put the hawk emblem into an item box or into the metallic item box. But we have a few grenade rounds here, which are very crucial as well. And probably one of the best weapons in the game is the grenade launcher, so just put them in the metallic item box because you will come back to this area later on. And as you saw in the other room, I pressed the button, and we need to press that button to get the fire extinguisher in order to get the briefcase at the beginning where the pilot is. And that's where the TG01 is, and also obviously I'm reading this note, and this TG1 can duplicate any items, and it says briefly in another note that will get through the briefcase. It will say briefly that they're testing to see if they can make guns with it. Now I have tried this so many times but it's never worked. I've tried to put a pistol in so I could duplicate the pistol, but it never works, so there's no point trying that. Anyway, so there we go, it's 3D printing the hawk emblem, and it's kind of cool. I like this idea that they put in the game with this sort of puzzle. I said it briefly in my games reviews as well, that in order to do this you have to get the TG1 item, and it always pissed me off because I never knew what to do at the beginning of the game. But let's get through here, and we have to run around and go back to where the outside is to get the fire extinguisher. So I'm just gonna equip my pistol here and run out and kill these zombies that we go against. So let's grab that and the handgun bullets as well. I always reload my weapon all the time, every time. You know, I put in the item box, I've got 6 bullets in it. I always combined my bullets with my gun to get more. So let's press this button, and in order to kill these 2 zombies here, we need to shoot this canister. So let's shoot the canister. Right, shit, way too many zombies. Right, I'm going back to grab the submachine guns, and then I'm gonna shoot them all. So let's go back in and grab them from the item box.
Deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
Alright. Let's grab them. So let's grab and run back outside. Submachine guns, like I said, are a brilliant weapon, and you can pretty much just kill every single zombie with it once you got infinity ammo. I'm just gonna waste a few of my pistols. So let's grab this fire extinguisher, and all we need now is the padlock key, and that is where this guillotine is. So we'll grab that padlock key anyway, and it's in here where this zombie is. So let me kill this one and then kill the other one after, and we'll grab that. And the padlock key is just another way of a shortcut for this game, but we can't do the padlock key yet, and I'll show you where the padlock key goes anyway. So let's grab this. So we've got the padlock key, and over here is a number plate emblem. We'll be coming back to this area later on, and it's a while from now, but it is a good idea. So this part will get our first jump scare. Now these zombie dogs are relentless, like they will literally run after you like no tomorrow, and this part used to always shit me up, but it's relatively easy to get past them now. I'm used to it. All you have to do is run like Sonic the Hedgehog and zigzag around them until you get through the door, and there will be some more zombies here. I usually ignore them, so let's just run past them and head through this door. Now I'm going to use the submachine guns here because there will be an Easter egg for the pilot, and the pilot is actually called Brad. So there's a little fun fact for you if you didn't know about that. And then after that, all we got to do is use the fire extinguisher on the fire and grab the briefcase. So let's kill all these zombies. They're not really hard to kill. So here's Brad, the one on fire. So there's the Easter egg. If you were going to use your pistol, it would take so long to kill him. You could use up to about 20 bullets on this guy. He is pretty strong, but yeah. We've got the briefcase. So let's grab that and put it into our inventory, and we're going to check it here, and this will basically just give us a little note on what it's about. And like I said, it says briefly about trying to make duplicate weapons. But yeah, there's the TG01. Alright guys, all we have to do now is head back, and I've always hated these sort of like back and forth games, you know, where you go to one area and then you have to go to another, and then later on in the game you have to come back, but this is crucial parts of the game anyway. So at this point we can use the padlock key, and I'll show you where that is now. Just let me shoot this zombie here, he's a fucking prick. And the hawk emblem key is just there where we need to use it. But let's head through this door and use this padlock key. And usually it's basically just a shortcut for people who can't be arsed running around the building and getting humped by the dogs like a chihuahua on heat. So let's use it, and you can also discard keys, which is great, so it doesn't fill up your inventory. So let's go back through to where the 3D printer is, and I also forgot to mention the fire extinguisher is a very useful key item for Chris's campaign, so remember to always take it with you, because if you leave it in this area in the metallic item box, it will disappear, and that's a piss take because Chris needs it in order to get the magnum. So always remember to take it with you when you leave this area and after you've done the 3D printing. So I'm going to put all my items back, my metallic items, except for my health herb and the TG01. So now we're going to run back around to where the 3D printer is, and we're just going to basically duplicate the item. So you need to go to the right here and put the material there, and then it should work. And I've always liked this. I just love the sound effects for it, and the sort of way how they did it. Looks like it's actually drawing it out when it isn't. There's nothing underneath that animation, it's just sparks. And now that's done, we've got the hawk emblem, the alloy version, and we're going to head to the hawk emblem door, and we're going to get to the training facility so we can get a new gun, the bow gun, which is a very useful gun, especially when you got explosive tip arrows instead of normal arrows, which are just shit and weak. And the bow gun is very useful because explosive tips can be used on bosses, and it can take up to at least about 5 of them to take them out, but it's very easy to take them out with the explosive tips, and that's why I always collect the bow gun. You don't actually have to collect it if you don't want, but I always do, and it just gives us an extra weapon besides the grenade launcher and the shotgun and stuff like that. So yeah, remember this part, just dodge the dogs like Sonic on heat. They are very annoying in this game because they leap at you instead of just running over and grabbing your arms like Resident Evil 0 did, which I think that came out after, I'm not too sure. But here's the hawk emblem door, so let's put that in. That fucker grabbed me, but it doesn't matter because we got infinity health technically. So let's put that in, and we have to go through this door anyway to get to the training facility, and you do come back down this area a lot later on, like I said, and you use the emblem in the door near the guard hut. But before that we need to push this box, and we push it towards the flames, and then we can climb over and jump over and get up the stairs. But before I do that, I'm gonna push the box first, and then I'm gonna run to the end of the bridge where this jeep is, because there'll be some handgun bullets for you, and there is quite a lot of handgun bullets to collect in this game, and pretty much it is great to have a lot of handgun bullets, especially in this game. You do waste a lot of ammo, and sometimes I just dodge enemies, I don't really like bother shooting them, especially zombie dogs and the hunters as they're called. So yep, we've collected the handgun bullet, so let's just run up these stairs and go through the training facility door. So let's head straight up the stairs. Now we're up the stairs, we're going to turn to the right and go through this door. There will be some more dogs here, but you can always dodge them. They're really no problem here. But later on there'll be a new enemy, and that'll be in the next part anyway. So let's go straight through, and basically if you run straight forward you'll see a phone box, and there'll be some ammo for the bow gun there, and you can collect it here if you want, but I never do. So let's actually run up these stairs to the left where the bow gun is, and we need this anyway. And there'll also be a note there in the room where you get the bow gun, and this will give you some indication on what's going on. And it is kind of weird, but yeah, let's just go straight through the door, and there will be another cutscene here, so I'm going to be quiet for this, but we've got the bow gun anyway, so yep. So at this point we can't actually do anything in this room. There's a door with a code, and I believe it's on the picture, and I believe the code is 1126. I believe, I'm not too sure, I can't remember, but here's the cutscene, guys, and it is awesome. I love this cutscene.
Hazard contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters will close. All personnel evacuate immediately.
That was close.
So we've done that. That is an awesome cutscene. We're just going to grab the bow gun ammo and combine it with the actual bow gun, so it's not taking up space. And at this point we're going to run back, and we're going to go towards the palace area. But for this moment I'm just going to dodge all the enemies, so all the zombie dogs and the actual zombies just outside this area. But I'm going to equip the submachine guns, because there will be some more dogs through this door up these stairs, and they are really honestly the worst part of the game is this part with these dogs. They are very annoying, and there's been plenty of times where I haven't saved, I've died and had to start again because of these fuckers. so I always use the submachine gun here. And we'll also get our first key item, which is the navy proof emblem, which we'll use later on. But yep, here's the dog, so just use the submachine guns on them. Sorry if I couldn't get that words out, but use the subs on them to get past them quite easily. And there's also some health herbs on the left when you go up the stairs, so you can collect them if you want to, if you haven't done the glitch. But I've done the glitch obviously. But let's head into the palace. And I love this area. It reminds me so much of the mansion, which Capcom did quite a lot for their games to use the sort of like similar style. There's always got to be a mansion or a house. But we're gonna head up to the save room, and this will actually be the end of the video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, put a thumbs up. If you didn't, put a thumbs down and go and tell your mum to suck a lemon. But my name is Resi, so peace, boys and girls.